Good afternoon, Rebecca Elliott.
Good afternoon, Kirsty Hudson. Kirsty Irene Hudson.
Kirsty
As
Irene.
I live and breathe.
Absolutely. In the flesh. We are here together, fleshy.
Yeah, don't say fleshy.
You called you did call my double chin a bit of a fleshy scarf the other day.
It's a natural flesh scarf. It keeps you warm. It
adds padding. I mean, it adds padding. We can't deny it doesn't.
Yeah, that makes me sound mean from the off.
Well,
come on.
You know, the words speak for themselves, don't they?
Oh.
They speak for themselves. No, you're a beautiful human. I'm not going to lie. I mean,
thank you.
It's all good. I had
so
to.
Are you.
Yeah, thank you. Good.
Very
welcome to Don't Laugh But this week.
Welcome.
I'm Kirsty Hudson and you are...
Rebecca Elliott,
yes,
I think.
You are.
Yeah.
What's your middle name, Rebecca Elliott?
How do you not know that, Irene?
I do know it. It's Anne, no?
No.
What is it?
It's very boring. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful. Rebecca Elizabeth.
It's a lot of syllables.
Yeah.
A lot of syllables. Anyway, yeah, we went out last night.
We did.
And
why did we go out? Did we go out for me to make people laugh?
You made people laugh
I did.
on stage, and it was very, very good.
It was good.
It was good. But
whole night was good.
We bought some crisps.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember that.
We did, yeah.
We bought 2 small pipes of Pringles.
I like there's a pipe of Pringle.
A small pipe, okay, from the machine.
We did, yeah. We had a very, very handsome man help us.
He
with
was
the machine.
very handsome.
Yeah, so we enjoyed him.
And I wanted green.
Yeah, sour cream.
Yeah, and you wanted brown.
Barbecue.
Okay, okay. Then we sat down, didn't we? Do you remember?
We sat down. We did.
And we started eating the crisps. You ate all of your brown ones quite quickly on your own, and then you started eating my green ones. And I haven't brought it up till now.
No.
I don't know why you thought that was acceptable.
I was hungry.
Right.
Firstly.
Yeah.
Secondly, I mean, I talked about it on stage. I have an addiction to crisps.
Yeah, but could you not maybe have asked? I mean, I'm just putting that out there.
Could have done. It could have been an option. It wasn't an option at the time.
No.
Just
thought I'm going to have them as well.
My hand's in it already.
Yeah.
My hand's in it before I even know that that's happened.
Okay.
It's like a tick, like a eating tick.
Okay.
I can't control it. It's an affliction.
Shut up. In a full pipe of Pringles, can you fit your hand down the end? Because I always thought that's nature's way of saying you need to stop eating Pringles.
If you can't get
your hand gets stuck in the pipe.
Yeah. Why is it actually naturally a pipe of Pringles?
A friend of mine calls it that and I love it.
I love that, a pipe of Pringles.
Yeah.
It's better than a packet of Pringles. It's pipe. Because it's a pipe. I mean, it's a tube.
Does your hand fit in the pipe?
I think my hand can fit anywhere.
Okay.
Where there's crisps.
Okay, where there's crisps, my hand will be.
My hand will be.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
You're listening to, and possibly even enjoying, Don't Laugh But with Rebecca Elliott and Kirsty Hudson. 2 morons giggling their way through life.
Just thinking, I've been on holiday. I've been to the Toon, Newcastle, as I like to call it, because I live there, so I can say Newcastle.
To the what?
Toon.
Oh, you're trying to say town in an accent.
That's what they say. They say Toon.
Yeah.
I know, those Geordies up there, I tell you what, we can learn a lesson. Us in the South, us Southerners, Southern softies, whatever we are, people living in the South, right?
Yeah.
Can learn a lesson from the Northeast.
Okay.
Right, we went up there. They are kind, friendly, beautiful humans. My son went to the skate park up there, ended up going out with loads of people for dinner that night.
Wow.
And it just was just welcoming. They have a Primark that has 5 stories. I mean, there's nothing else you need.
Well, you had me up until Primark.
Oh, I loved it. But let me tell you, so I'm in the shop, I'm in the shop, I couldn't find a jumper. The shop assistant took my phone and found it all for me on my phone.
Really?
Oh, people are just kind. Like, you bump into someone, they're still all right. I can't do the accent. I'm going to, sorry. I won't bastardize that.
No.
So I'll do it in my accent. They're like, oh, that's all right, pet. Don't you worry about it. Like, literally, I bumped into them. Usually I'm apologising for that. They're apologising. They're saying to me, please don't worry, please.
Okay.
Don't you worry your little pretty head about it, Kirsty. It's okay. I'm okay. I'm safe. But here, in Bury St Edmunds, I love Bury St Edmunds. It's a great place to raise kids.
Yeah, you're slagging it off quite a lot, though.
Well, compared to that city, and also then I went to Scotland, right? The people of Scotland.
I love Scotland.
I'm only going to Scotland in the winter, I've decided.
Okay.
Because it's a bit like...
We went at Easter time, that works.
That works. There,
you got to go outside of Midge season.
Yeah, well, also... Midge. Also, though, what I liked about it is I like barren streets. I like a winter beach. I don't like a summer beach. I like a winter beach.
Atmospheric.
Saying that now, and I think that's a fact.
Okay.
I loved it. I loved everything about Scotland, but I asked people's opinions on Brexit a lot. Got very diverse opinions, although all of them were to remain. but some of them love Nicola Sturgeon, some didn't. It was a beautiful thing. I learned so much. If I was Scottish, it's not a political podcast. I'm not saying that. It's not. I don't know anything. But if I was Scottish, I'd be right out of England.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd leave I'd run away.
Well, I told you before that I want to retire in Scotland and just wear an Aran sweater, nothing else.
With me, I think is the
Me and you wearing nothing but Aran sweaters on a hillside with a load of sheep.
That's an image that just makes me happy.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, with sheep. I'm a bit worried about the sheep.
Well,
I hope that I can look after it because I am in sadness today because
we've had pet sadness.
We've had pet sadness.
Yeah.
Steve the rabbit died last night.
Oh.
It's a very tragic. I was at a gig. My husband took care of it. The kids took care of it. They were beautiful humans taken care of. Sadly, Steve had to be put down, and it was a very sad.
It was.
He was only 2 months old, so I can't. I might cry on it. I can't do that.
Oh, don't cry.
It was
Would it help if I sang Bright Eyes?
No, it wouldn't. He did that last night to me, and that was that. That's in my village. But I just want to say one thing about my daughter with her beautifulness. So she was very sad because it was her rabbit that died. Mm-hmm. And my husband came back from the vets and Lenny said to him, I just want to say, Daddy, I'm so proud of you that you gave Steve a good death. Aww. Because that was so sad for him to have to, we didn't want him to suffer. And I felt proud of her that she was trying to see outside the box. And my son tried to bring him back to life, tried to really, get him to come back by holding him on his chest. And it just wasn't happening, Steve. It was Steve's time.
It was Steve's time.
And as you said to Lenny this morning, which was very kind of you, that Freddie Mercury singing to him. Yeah. He's with Clemmy. He's with my dad.
Steve is with Clemmy now, up in heaven. Freddie Mercury and Bowie are serenading them. They're having the best time.
They're having the best time right now. So that gave Lenny some peace. And, it's just, but it's a good thing in a way. And when we're going to talk about stress today.
Yes,
so this is a good link into that. It's a good segue. Conjunction. Joining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
You're like a walking thesaurus.
I know. Watch out. I just think it's a good moment to talk about grief. It's a good time to really go. It's sad, but we're okay, and it's a circle of life.
Mm-hmm. Well, how come you're allowed to sing that, but I can't sing Bright Eyes?
I'll cry. I will cry. If I love that rabbit. Stop.
Like
now we just need to find a new mate. I can't listen. A new mate for Carl. Carl the rabbit needs his buddy back because that was his brother as well. So Carl's whatever we're feeling is worse for Carl.
I know.
Anyway,
that's really
no.
That's for everyone.
It's not for anyone.
I'm with you, but
we'll bring it back up again. Don't worry, I can go down.
I'm really.
I've reached rock bottom, but don't you?
Back up.
I'll bring you up. I'll pull you up.
Can I have a little sleep?
Have a little sleep, and then we'll come back and entertain the nation again.
Okay, it is the nation. Also, last night, you didn't believe that I had once worked in a zoo.
No, I'm
simply wouldn't have it.
No, I'm still not convinced that you ever
what
worked
zoo?
in a zoo.
What zoo?
Yeah.
What freaking zoo?
When I asked you what you did, I think you only worked in the shop because...
No!
When I asked you what you did...
I fed lemurs and lynx cats and...
Was it like a zoo that really didn't have any big tigers or anything like that?
It had a lynx cat. All right?
Which is basically just
lemurs
like a house cat that's wild.
Goats.
Yeah. Well, goats. Yeah, I'm not a fan of a goat. I love a goat. Don't hate me, goat lovers.
The goat there was horrible. It got me in the groin. The groin.
They do. If they want to bite you, they'll bite you. And they eat everything.
Yeah.
I remember being at Disneyland once, and there was a goat, and it literally.
Hang on. Why were you at Disneyland with a goat?
Because I'm hanging with the goats at Disneyland. The goat came and just took it. It literally took out the map out of my pocket and ate it.
Really?
It took it out. It took it out with his teeth. That is.
I'm still lost as to why there was a goat there. So this week we are talking about stress.
Stress, people. What is it?
And again, we're no experts here, but we'll just see how it goes.
I don't ever think...
Also, I'm quite ill.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
that's quite stressful.
I'm not on it.
I don't think we ever need to say we're not experts. I think it's good to clarify that.
Oh, you think it's just
a given that we are not experts on anything.
Literally anything.
I'm interested in the subject quite a lot, actually.
Is it a modern word for worry? I'm going to start with that.
Interesting point.
Or even a middle class word for worry, in the same way that, psoriasis is the middle class word for eczema. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
we upgraded it?
I think it's I think we don't manage stress in the same way. Like, there's a TED talk on how to humor your stress, one of my favorite TED talks. And she studies stress for 30 years, and she talks very much about how, like, you know, stress is like very much a modern phenomena. That, you know, you were just too busy fighting wars in the past, and of course those causes stress, and in some ways it's good, in some ways it's bad. No, it's fascinating. But yeah, I think stress could be seen as a modern phenomenon from what people say who know what they're talking about. You know?
Last year, half of all sick days were for the reason of stress. Stress was behind them.
Yeah.
And also it does genuinely cause, you know, physical problems, and obviously depression and anxiety, but also there's like it causes heart problems and, you know, all those things.
It does. And going back to Loretta,
it's a real thing.
It is. Well, I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is a real thing. But again, this is just opinion based.
Yeah.
But Loretta LaRoche, again, in that TED talk, talks about how now we're just putting that on our children. We're going, oh yeah. And if you think, I saw the news the other day, like 56% children have depression and stress and anxiety.
Right.
And I just think we're being told that. Well, of course, that is a worrying statistic right there.
Yeah.
Then I'm thinking, oh, my kid's depressed. And I just think, hold the phone here. Being a human being can be a bit stressful. Doesn't mean that it's going to hurt us or it's going to damage us or it's Dolly licking you. My dog's here.
Your dog was licking my crotch as you were talking.
She just wanted to be...
We both enjoyed it, so it's fine. Carry on.
Yeah, I just think we've got ourselves... Like she says constantly, like we're now human doings rather than human beings. Like when you meet someone, you know, someone might be like, yeah, I've got so much on, listing their things. And the only option that other person has is to list how many things they have going on. It becomes this, well,
it's a competition of stress, isn't
it's
it?
like,
and then you get stressed about how stressed you are or how stressed you should be. Why am I not stressed? Why am I too stressed?
Yeah. Like
we get stressed about the stress.
Yeah. And if I'm not worried, should I have something to worry about? That's me. Like, I'm not worried. I feel okay. Like,
I am a worrier. I do. I stay up worrying about stuff.
Me too. I worry
endlessly. Huge list of stuff. Endlessly. I wish I didn't.
Yeah.
Because stress, you know, they say it's all about how you're processing. It's your emotional response to stuff.
Absolutely.
And you could choose or kind of wire your brain to react in a different way.
Absolutely.
But it's easy to say. It
is, but because you know, I mean, you know, I use different things to manage stress and to.
You can talk about your weirdness.
I talk about my weirdness. I'm not. Yeah, I've got a lot of things that I do, but because I don't want to have anxiety.
So what's your best way to deal with stress?
Acceptance
for you.
Radical acceptance. Yeah. Boom, done. Like, the only way for me, if I go, I don't want to be stressed, it just makes me more stressed.
Why are we adding the word radical there?
I love the word radical because you have to actually, for me, I have to absolutely just go, this is what I'm not saying I'm successful at this all the time by any means, right? But for me, if I just accept exactly what is every given moment as if I've chosen it, it just brings me more peace and I can...
Again, it goes back to that rewiring your brain.
Yeah.
Because stress as well, like physically, it manifests itself in the same way that excitement does.
Totally, absolutely. Your body can't tell the difference between stress and excitement.
Your body can't tell the difference. So in some, obviously not if it's stress about money and things like that, but if it's stress about, you know, like I get stressed about going up on stage if I'm either singing or doing a talk. I get stressed the other day where I had to do bloody Go Ape up in the trees, right? But I'm literally standing up there trying to rewire my brain and going, no, I'm excited. And Benji was up there with me and I clearly needed to look like I was excited.
Absolutely.
And it kind of worked, got me through it.
Yeah, for me, just being present in that moment, like just going, this is it.
Just telling yourself, no, this is good. This is a good thing.
Or equally allowing yourself to be scared.
Yeah.
Like when something sad happens, like I sort of said to the kids last night, let's just feel sad. This is sad that Steve has died.
Yeah, totally. And
I think we sort of rush ourselves and rush our kids and then rush everyone through that emotion. Just allow yourself to, I'm not, again, it's like, I can't always say I practice it, but just trying to feel that. Let's feel. Allow ourselves to, because feeling can be really hard.
Yeah.
Like, especially when the emotion is like when your daughter died. Yeah. It's a really hard emotion to feel. Like, I imagine you wanted to push that feeling away.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the natural response, isn't
totally.
it? To negative
and people
feelings.
trying to fix it, and there's no fixing stuff.
There's no fixing some stuff.
Sometimes you just got to feel that stuff.
But stress is different, isn't it? Stress is you can kind of fix stress. Feeling grief, feeling sadness.
Totally, yeah.
Embrace those emotions. But stress is more
Well, she talks about humour.
It's our way of, we can't cope. I can't cope.
No, and I think the woman from the TED Talk, Loretta, talks about how now what we do is we put every story on social media, like I'm so overwhelmed, or whatever, or look at what's happening to me. Where she said, back in the day when I was a kid, she comes from a Sicilian family in New York, we'd sit around a table, and if I was stressed, someone would go, you don't know what's stress, and really put things into perspective. She said we never ever talked about stress. No one would ever be standing doing the dishes or cooking a meal going, oh, I've got to get to my Pilates class, I'm so stressed, or whatever.
Yeah,
of course there
was more just cracking on.
I just think we have, I wonder if we are a little bit softer than we need to be at times.
Maybe.
I think there's that balance.
I think there's a balance. I also think a lot of stress is self-inflicted.
Oh, mine
I
can
do that.
Be. Yeah, totally.
And actually, when one looks at one's to-do list, there's quite a lot that you could take off it.
Yeah.
And no one would care. But we put this on ourselves, or whether society puts it on us, or we put it on ourselves. Like Christmas.
Christmas,
for example.
Yes. Tell me about Christmas.
In fact, one of our listeners wrote in about Christmas.
Oh, yes. Claire. Now she says that beeping.
What?
The beeping, big grey-haired beeping.
Say flipping.
Flipping. The flipping, she says another word. Beep, big grey-haired beep in the red beep suit. Trying to book tickets to see him. Not only do you have to remortgage to see him, all tickets are sold out already. It's beeping October.
Right, it is flipping
October. I thought I was being organised and realised there are some smug beeps who got in there before me. Good point, Claire.
It was. And when I first read that, when she said, the frickin' grey idiot in the red shiny suit, I genuinely thought she was talking about Tom Jones and trying to book tickets for him.
Love that, yeah.
But the thing is with Christmas, we don't need to book tickets to see Santa.
No, but you see,
we don't need to do a lot of stuff. No. That's fine. But a lot of stuff that we put on ourselves that I have done in the past.
Yeah, because we don't want our kids to be disappointed.
You don't want the kids to be disappointed.
Why can't they be disappointed? Let them be disappointed
Elf
sometimes.
On the frickin' shelf.
Yeah,
for example, or going all out with the wrapping and all out with the.
Do you think we absorb that more as women?
Everything,
yeah, and having all the right food in.
Your kids just want you there and not stressed,
and playing a game with them.
Exactly,
they do, or
and just lying on the floor, like playing with their toys.
Yeah, like that's what this break in Scotland gave us. Was we just played a lot of games and walked along a lot of beaches.
Yeah.
And like mine are 15 and 10, they're not little, but they still want that attention. They still want you to be there and listening and just that or whatever, and Christmas we want it to be perfect for everybody.
We do.
And sometimes it just can't be, and that's okay as well.
Yeah, and maybe it'll be more emotionally perfect if everything's not physically perfect. If we just go, screw it, the house might be a bit untidy. I haven't put up all the decorations. I haven't made mince pies. I bought them from Sainsbury's. Blah, 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 and you know what? It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that takes me on to a point that we discussed a bit last night about the environment. Like that's something that causes me stress because I feel like I don't know if I'm doing my part enough.
Oh, I know.
Like I've got too much plastic in my house. I've got all of that.
Right.
I'm using my washing machine because of the things that you made a brilliant point, and I'd like to make that again about women.
Did I?
You made a brilliant point about how the things that have made our lives easier, enable us work more, are they good for the environment? And I think that is an interesting point.
Yeah, so if we went back, 100 years plus ago, women, because it fell to us, were spending... I mean, it was just a non-stop, round-the-clock job, just keeping the house, clean, swept.
Yeah, totally.
Doing the laundry would take days. All of that stuff just took forever. And then, thank God, we could then get, washing machines and all the rest of it. And but the thing is, they're all bad for the environment and all our shortcuts. The way we buy our food now, which is obviously much, much easier, and it's all packaged. But obviously, it's really bad for the environment.
Yeah, toothpaste.
So there's this toothpaste. What?
What's bad because it's in a plastic package. It's hard to recycle. Yeah, it's all
bad. Everything you buy is bad.
I know.
But at the same time, who has time now? Because we've now moved on. Thank God, us women have got jobs and careers and interests outside of the flipping home.
Which is
But
vital.
now we're kind of told, and rightly so, that we need to spend more time over these things because we need to buy stuff that's not in packaging and we need to buy fresh stuff.
I constantly worry that I'm giving my kids too much prepared food,
Yeah, we need to be repairing our clothing, not, taking it in and just buying new stuff. And we need to be all this stuff that just takes loads more time and effort. And we're not used to that now. We literally don't have the space left in our lives. So we're just ended up feeling massively stressed.
And guilty. It's just guilt.
And guilty.
Guilt provides me huge amounts of stress. I have guilt on levels. I mean, I think we should do a whole podcast on guilt.
We'll do another one on guilt.
You know, what stresses you, Rebecca Elliott? What is...
Loads of things. Losing things.
Oh, so my top 5 stresses.
Oh,
losing.
I'm always losing stuff around the house.
Too. My mind, mostly. Yes, absolutely.
But I have a thing about losing things that I think when you're looking for something, you're looking for your car keys, right? And it's all consuming in that moment. You're turning the house upside down. You get angry
all you
with
can
yourself.
think about.
You're shouting.
Yes,
right. And then finally, you find them under the sofa or whatever, and you just go, oh, there you go, and you go off. I think the joy felt when you find the thing you're looking for should match the stress felt when looking for it.
Oh, it does for me.
So I think you should then dance around the house in glee. For half an hour, going, yay, look at me, I found my keys, yippty skip.
I found something dance.
The I found something dance.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah, true. I mean, I love that relief when you find it.
Actually, is that a bigger thing? Is it that we get so stressed about things, but actually when we solve them, we don't feel the joy to the same extent that we felt the stress?
Because we're human beings.
There's not a balance there.
Because we are hugely flawed. Absolutely. Do you know what one of mine is?
Go on.
One of my big stresses is planning what to have for dinner.
Oh, every day. Yeah, I know.
That's one of the reasons I'm going to have to be incredibly wealthy, so I have a chef that does that.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. It's bound to. But
I want a separate pastry chef as well.
Yeah, I'm not that
just does pastry.
You do that. And I'll have my just everyday dinner stuff.
Yeah. No, I'll have that as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm also having a pastry chef.
Being organised. My clothes. I want to be organised.
My clothes are in a heap.
I want to put something back to where it belongs.
Yeah.
Straight away. I don't want to. I never do. I put it down in the place that I've used it. It doesn't ever belong there. Then I can't find it.
But all of that, we then feel stressed that we don't have that kind of life. That we're not, like both of us aren't particularly tidy people.
Oh, no.
But is the answer to that is like, become tidy and start doing, picking up something. Does it bring you joy? Put it where it should be and all of that.
And then
which would take, frankly, weeks. Or is the answer to go, do you know what? I'm not a very tidy person.
Radical
because
acceptance.
I do other stuff. Because there's always something more exciting to do than tidy. And so that's what I do. And it's fine. And if people come round and they find that my house isn't very, very tidy, I don't care.
Oh, but the mortification I feel
but
my house is
I don't.
messy.
Same here. That's why I can't get to that point, but I wish I could get to that point. I think.
I want to apologise for being a dirty slut every time someone comes in my house.
That's my new ringtone. You saying that?
You said once to me, thought it was lovely, interesting women have messy houses, and I think that's there you go.
Oh, that is true. Interesting women.
But
have messy houses.
I do have a friend who's so interesting.
There are interesting women who have tidy houses.
Absolutely.
As well,
let's clarify that. There really
but
is.
But it certainly wouldn't put me off someone if I went into their house and it was untidy.
Yeah.
I'd kind of go, oh, okay. So what is she doing with the time?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Right? What other things stress me out? Worrying about what people think of me.
Oh my goodness, who does not do that?
I know, and we've said this before. I'll go to a party then stay awake the night thinking, why did I say that? What are they going to think?
I know, like for example, I have a perfect example of that last night. There was a guy in drag last night, and he just looked great, and he does his set like that. And I commented on the stage, and I'm like going, oh my god, do they think I'm transphobic?
Yeah, you didn't.
I know,
sound like that.
I know.
But you were worried about that.
But my worry is that I would hate to, because I am woke, proud, and I just would hate to offend anybody by using that.
Only person I've ever heard use the word woke is you. Is it a word that other people use?
Yeah, well, in the comedy community, it's a big thing. Like about this woke.
Does it stand for something?
Yeah, it's like just.
I know what it means. Yeah, but woke. Why woke?
I'll tell you that next week because I do know. But I've tried not to look into it too much because I've got people who are so anti-woke, and then I realised I was woke, and I think, they're gonna think I'm not cool. Like, some really cool comics, really good comics out there.
No one would think you're not cool.
Ah, bless you for that, Rebecca.
Paperwork stresses me out.
Hold on, I'm just basking in that moment of coolness.
Kirsty Hudson is cool. So says I.
Yeah.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right.
I've got deadlines, parenting, money, time management, exams, moving, which I am at the moment, paperwork. There's just stuff.
Parenting, I sometimes I literally have no idea if what I'm doing is the right thing. Most of the time with parenting, and I just want all of us to admit that we're winging it. That not one of us have any clue of what we're doing. And being an adult is sometimes incredibly hard work.
Yes, it is.
And like sometimes I'm really clear. Like I have 5%, 95% of the time I don't know what I'm doing. Today I had an epiphany with my son is I know exactly what I'm doing with him. That will then go out the window. 95% I have no idea. And I love those moments.
You've got to ride those waves,
Got to ride those waves.
High, enjoy it.
And not take the other stuff too seriously, you know. Our kids are human beings. They come through us. We don't own them.
True.
But society doesn't tell us that. Society tells us you're responsible all the time. Media tells us, Daily Mail tells us it's the parents' fault, parents' fault. Of course you have a responsibility to be the best parent you can be, but only the best parent that you can be.
True.
And through social media, we judge other parents really, really harshly, and that needs to stop.
Yeah.
I'm bored of seeing that. When people go, my kids would never do that. I have literally no idea what my kids will do. My mate said the other day, I don't even know what I'm going to say next, never mind what my kids are going to say next. And I was like, bang on, you know, stop the judgment, because that causes stress for people.
I'm just going to have a cough, sweet.
Oh, come on. I just made a really good point.
No, that was really good.
Thank you, Rebecca. I felt I needed that. I felt I needed to clap to the moment. I just feel that we've got to stop this judgment of other parents and feeling, because not one of us knows what we're doing.
I'm with you.
You're listening to Don't Laugh But, two women twattering on about stuff they reckon for no real reason at all.
I think stress can be a good thing.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the other thing.
Let's go there.
So we all complain about stress.
Let's go there.
A completely stress-free life would be a very dull life of just kind of sitting in a bubble.
Yeah, totally.
We need obviously there's bad stress, but we put ourselves into stressful situations on purpose to make us do different things. You wouldn't get on stage if you wanted a life without stress.
No,
neither would I.
Totally.
You know, we try new things and we change careers and we decide to have a baby. God, that's stressful.
Yeah. I love that exciting feeling.
And we move house and we change and we change up and we start a new relationship and we take risks, and all of that stuff is stressful. But the stress can be a motivator.
It is. And if you don't have that bit of stress, you're not going to have change.
I can't write
change
a book
is stressful
unless I'm stressed.
Absolutely,
I leave it kind of till the last.
That's interesting,
bit.
Isn't it?
And the stress drives me, and it does drive me a little bit crazy. But it also can be a real kind of motivator for creativity
absolutely.
And getting it out.
Absolutely. It's really exciting, that feeling of and I think stress, again, it could be wrong, but I think it gets the beginnings of stress, it starts the dopamine going in your brain and it gets a bit, this is right, you know, but I think it's definitely, I do not want to have for me, stress is doing like a job that I'm unhappy with, getting paid not enough money for, and feeling resentful. I don't want to resent everything. Everything I do is a choice. Everything I do is a choice in life. And I want to, and sometimes I don't like those choices, but I'm choosing it because I want something from that. And I think, I just think we feel sometimes that something life is happening to us. And I think it does to a certain extent, but we all have a way to respond. Yeah. You know, and I don't always respond perfectly. Sometimes I respond like a 5-year-old child who's having a tantrum. But I think we can think about how we're responding to any given moment and going, but if we respond like we've chosen it, then it makes it a bit easier.
Stress makes you respond badly. I was reading about this.
Oh, okay,
so
right.
It's the fight or flight.
Oh, totally.
Thing
Yeah.
The stress
from
hormones
the amygdala
create in us, which goes back to, caveman days, whatever, when that was necessary.
Yeah.
But if we're put in a very stressful situation, then that response comes to the fore.
Absolutely.
And it means we don't have control over our emotions anymore.
Yeah, and that's where I tap.
Our emotions are ruling.
Yeah.
And so that's when you either freak out or close down or start shouting at someone or do something that you wouldn't in your right mind do. And so afterwards you think, why the earth did I do that?
Oh, and you feel so dreadful when you've shouted at somebody. Yeah, absolutely.
So kind of extreme stressful moments, and you haven't really got control of and that's not good.
No, it's not good.
So I'm not saying stress is always good.
No, because
clearly not.
It comes, but I think that's really interesting. That's why I tap, because it does deal with the fight or flight response.
You do tapping. Facial tapping,
which freaks you out a lot, I know, but I find
I'm used to it now. I find it quite endearing.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, because it deals with the nervous system, and manages that. I don't want to.
Is that acupuncture? Is that kind of
similar to acupuncture? Absolutely, similar to, and telling the story at the same time. But it just for me, it really works. It manages my stress. I don't.
This is the thing. I think de-stressing is not going to be the same for everyone.
No,
it's going to be totally different.
Absolutely, and everyone's got to find their way. For some people, I have found for me, exercise is a great stress relief.
Yeah, but I get stressed about doing the exercise.
About not doing the exercise.
And about not doing it.
I
haven't done it enough. And
totally. And I just think, again, it goes back to the point we made in the beginning. It's about acceptance of where everything's at.
Yeah.
If you're judging yourself.
We're not a project.
We're not a project.
We're done with a finished article. No, I was going to say something about different ways for people to de-stress.
Right.
I'm not overly keen on doing nothing. You know that I find holidays quite stressful.
Oh, sure,
and much of that is the inflicted nothingness.
Yeah.
We're just going to sit and... I don't know, sit by a pool and read or whatever. Can't do that.
I don't do it all the time.
I like a good bath or whatever to de-stress.
Who doesn't
generally
like a bubble bath? I particularly like it when you send me photos from your bath.
Yeah, I know you do.
Always nice.
Can I just say that that's normally of my feet or something with a comedic remark, not...
No, you're not sexting me, are you? You're not sexting me. It's not happening.
I have never, nor will ever, sext you.
Oh, disappointed.
I want to sext you up. No, can I finish my point?
Please do, yeah.
My point is, my favourite way to de-stress is often doing something like painting, drumming.
Oh, some creative.
When your brain is complete, your brain goes in that state, doesn't it? When you're in the zone. I can't remember if there's a word for it.
Flow, in the flow.
In the flow,
yes.
That's it.
The flow is.
And when you're in the flow of something, then all your other worries just go out the window.
Yeah, for me, a big stress is letting go because I want to hold on to it. If I want to fix it, I want to hold on, and I realise literally I have no control over anything. Yeah, literally zero. And that is so freeing. That doesn't mean you're passive. No. That doesn't mean you're not going to get on and do stuff.
Apathetic.
But actually, the letting go, then you start doing stuff. It's weird. It's a weird juxtaposition. Boom. I love that word. But for me, I have to, because I'm such a control freak. Someone said the other day on a show, control enthusiast. That's what I am. I'm a control enthusiast. So for me, the only answer is letting go. For me, and also for me, because I've got faith, is letting God. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone doesn't have that, totally let go, whatever. Yeah. But for me, letting go is the answer to de-stressing. Because I can have as many baths as you like, but if I'm not letting go, because I'm still with me in my brain, I can be in Hawaii on a beach and still be stressed. The environment does not affect my stress in any way.
It doesn't.
For me, it's my head. My thoughts give me more stress than anything ever. I can catastrophize a bag of crisps. I can literally think the world is coming to an end in any second. So if I don't let go of those thoughts, boom,
Going back to the bath thing.
Back to the bath.
Sam wrote in and said the best stress buster, as I'm sure Melly will agree, is my husband running a bath for me.
Oh, I love that.
Candles and a big glass of something alcoholic.
I love that.
Makes me feel good even thinking about it.
Do you know, that makes me happy that her husband does that for her.
I was going to say, she hasn't been married long.
Oh,
my husband's literally never run me a bath, I don't think.
Oh, my husband does that often, yeah. Sorry.
I'm lucky if Matt doesn't need to do a big shit while I'm running my bath. So that I then have to bath in his smell as well. Okay. We have said that if Matt ever suffered from constipation, all I'd need to do is run a nice bath for myself and he'd be in there like a shot.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think he likes to poop with the steam.
he helps.
It's a steam poop.
It loosens things. Yeah, no, beautiful.
Gets it moving.
Yeah, that is lovely. But Darren doesn't like candles. I mean, we've only got one candle in the bathroom. He'll light it if I need to, but I do. He runs.
I would never light a candle in the bathroom because I'd be scared that I'd set fire to my hair or something.
You would a bath. It's all right. Put it straight out. No, I love it. I love
stressed
candles
about that.
Yeah, you see,
bubbles. Yeah.
The only reason Darren runs a bath for me,
you know, because I've sexted you many times from
with your bubbles. Yes, with just discreet nipple.
There's never been nipples. All right, ever. Come on.
I don't know why I thought about your nipple.
Otherwise.
That's awful. No, but the only reason Darren runs a bath for me is he's very good at temperature control. I always get it too hot or too cold. He manages to mix those waters.
You can't run yourself a bath.
I can't.
Come on.
Look, I'm incredibly inept at everything.
Wow.
That's why I have a Darren.
Your skill set is large but limited.
Yeah.
Like it's a tiny amount of things that you do really well.
Yes.
And you can't begin to do anything else.
Not very much else. I mean, but the good thing is that I'm really good at the things I do.
Do-do.
Do-do.
You said do-do.
Do-do.
I think it was worth going back to the losing things.
Is it though?
Because
Just ask you that. Yeah, go on. No, come on, we'll go back.
a couple of weeks ago, you said that you'd lost your phone in Iceland, your wallet in Waterstones, and your water bottle at Starbucks on that slide without at any point going, what? Why are you treating the town of Bury St Edmunds like an extension of your living room? And just leaving stuff. That was all in 1 week.
I know, but I'll be having a chat or I'll be thinking about something and I forget.
Occasionally, yeah, but that was all in 1 week.
I know.
Do you do that every week?
Yeah, and like my mum and sisters are really good at not losing things, right? They're really good. So they always sort of have this joke, oh, should we check the table? You know, like when you're a baby, you have to check for like sippy cups and things. Yeah. I have to do that for myself and I forget.
Do you use a sippy cup?
Well, yes, I do. Yes, my big bottle of water looks like a big sippy cup. Because I like to suck, not pour.
Right, Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron says...
I like this man, Aaron.
No,
I know this man.
I think this is important. He says, most of the stress in my life is all first world problems.
Absolutely.
So compared to the less
Aaron.
fortunate among us, I feel blessed. Firstly, that's a lovely statement.
Beautiful statement. He is a blessful man, let me tell you.
And it does get us onto the fact that a lot of it is first world problems.
Yeah.
And there's always people who are way worse off than you.
Absolutely. Always.
Whatever your situation.
But that can cause you stress, feeling guilty.
That doesn't, and it doesn't mean that the thing you're feeling isn't real.
Oh, I will totally compare. Like, I'll always try
That's the thing.
I will always minimalise what I'm feeling.
You need to have perspective and know that there are people in the world who are in the middle of wars.
Of course.
And have death and destruction and God knows what and hideous
and that does
stuff.
help with stress.
And that does help to put it in perspective.
That's awful. I think yeah.
But equally, it doesn't mean that the stress you're feeling on that particular occasion when you've got 101 things to do and it's just crazy and you've got to be here, there and the other and you've got a massive... It doesn't mean that's not real.
No, and I think if you
do you know what I mean? I don't think we can just say, oh, it's just first world problems.
No, you can't.
It's fine, it is, but it's still problems.
Yeah, like you can't... Like pain is pain and like you can't just drown a little bit.
No.
Just saying. Katie says, right? She says, my stress thing at the moment is that reaching my mid-40s, I'm finding that the things I've enjoyed and got satisfaction from for the last 10 to 15 years don't seem to be doing it for me now. Need to redirect. Question is how to do that. Consequences from that. Might have answered a different podcast on a midlife crisis. No, I think that's bang on.
I think it is bang on. And again, it's different kinds of stresses, the little stresses, and then those big kind of life questions of, am I doing the right thing with my life? Can I do something else? And by midlife, we've got ourselves put into this position where we've got to continue earning whatever we
because
earn.
You've got mortgages.
Because you've got to sustain the life that you've got.
Absolutely.
You know, mortgages and kids and what have you.
Who need,
But equally, on this one life that you get on Earth, you don't want to get stuck doing something that you hate.
Right.
Or just doing something that you don't get much pleasure from. Or just thinking, if I did that thing, I might be a lot happier. And that's stressful because... Firstly, those thoughts are stressful. And secondly, when you actually make the move and go, I am going to, change my career or change my life or whatever, that's a whole world of stress because you don't know if it's going to pay off. There's no guarantees.
The only one thing we can know is that we're going to have change. But change is stressful.
Yeah.
We are creatures of habit by very nature of being human. So when you have to change something, especially something like your career that gives you a lot of stability, it's very scary to do.
It is scary, but it's a good thing. It's a good stress.
Oh, totally. I enjoy that stress. I enjoy being pushed like that.
Part of that is embracing the risk of failure, and failure is okay because you tried. Failure
is success.
To not try is way worse than giving it a go and failing.
I think really clever people have said that in the past. Absolutely.
Well, I just said it then, and I'm quite clever. So, I mean, clever people have said it now.
Other people have said that.
You could have said that, couldn't you?
Didn't know.
Okay, so Mel says having.
Hello, Mel.
Having. That's weird.
I just wanted to bring Mel back. I love Mel.
Mel says, having experienced real debilitating impact of stress, I recognise the many levels of stress and also the fact that something small that causes stress one day may not do so on another day.
Bang on, Mel.
Right. So stress is not always directly because of a situation, but more because of one's state of mind.
Totally.
This caveat is to justify what I want to share. Without fail, no matter my state of mind, when my laptop doesn't play ball, I instantly have a barely controllable urge to lob the frickin' thing through a window.
Oh.
Tech is amazing, but when it doesn't work, immediately, without a second's delay, the unsuspecting inanimate object receives an expletive followed by being rebooted. That'll show 'em.
Ah! Go Claire.
Mel!
Oh.
Mel, you just did a whole thing about Mel.
Mel's my friend.
I know you called her Claire.
Yeah, just because I had a moment and I looked at the name Claire.
Technology is stressy.
I love Mel. Mel.
Can I just get a sentence out?
Sure.
Technology is stressy. Mm-hmm. My computer pisses me off on a daily basis.
Yeah. Oh,
and there's nothing worse than the spinning wheel of doom when you wait for it to do the colourful spinning wheel of doom.
Oh.
Buffering. Buffering, exactly. And when you've got a loading bar, okay, so you see it filling up, right?
Got a loading bar.
Yeah, you've got a loading bar filling up, getting bigger, right? And then it gets to the end. So it's the computer's way of saying, this is how long it's going to take. You can see the speed I'm going at. I'm filling up, and then it gets done. The loading bar's done, but it stays like that for another 25 minutes when it says it's done. What is the point in having a loading bar if it bears no resemblance to the actual time it takes? I mean, that stresses me out to, like, Britney Spears circa 2007 shaving my own head proportions, all right? I'll tell you what else.
Yeah.
Trying to plug a USB into the socket.
Oh, my goodness
It's
me.
never the right way up.
Never.
This happened this morning, and I swear every time I turned it around, it was still the wrong way up. I nearly strung myself up with it by the end.
I hear you. There was nothing worse than that.
Nothing. Not AIDS, cancer, nothing.
Nothing. No, but those little stresses.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you're stressed about something bigger, and then you get the little stresses.
If it goes back to Mel's point, that it's your state of mind. If you look after this mind, I'm tapping on my head, this mind, everything else manages. Allowance, acceptance, all that beautiful magic right there.
You did a little shimmy there.
Little elbow dance. That was an elbow acceptance moment. I got all excited by that.
Go on then, you got a story?
You've got some crunchies on the floor. Are they my crunchies?
Yeah, they're your
I'm
crunchies.
to eat one.
No, don't. Oh, that's going to be crunchy, isn't it?
No, I won't. Yeah, sorry.
Can you suck a crunchy? Please.
Do you want me to talk about, because I know Kathy's got a great point.
Go on then. You did that suppressing a burp thing then that I was telling you. You mean Kathy's got a great point.
Kathy's
got a great point. You did
just
that.
a little bit of magic. Kathy brings magic to every moment.
Go on then.
Kathy. I did something very stupid as a result of stress.
Did she?
She did. Kathy did.
Oh, Kathy.
She had a big...
Kathy.
I know.
Yeah.
Right, Kathy.
Yeah.
Had a big presentation to do in London.
Did
she did, yeah. It was a cold and dreary morning in the beginning of December.
I
know. She's created an atmosphere.
Other butters, you need to listen in because Kathy's she's got it going on.
She's just, So it was a cold and dreary morning in the beginning of December. The nearest train station at the time was Witham. Witham. It was Witham, in fact. We pronounce it to you Witham. Witham. The radio announced, trains not working on that line. So Kathy drove to Stansted. She got into London, surviving the presentation, ran for the train to go home. When she arrived back at Witham, she couldn't find her train in the car park.
Oh, no, she couldn't find a car in the car park. She's gone back to the wrong place. You said she couldn't find her train. I mean, you ruined Kathy's story.
I know,
to be honest. She put all that effort in.
And I just messed up with the word train.
So she's gone back to the wrong station.
She has. Who has not done that? I've done that.
I've done that.
I've driven to the supermarket and walked home and left my car there.
Oh, classic. You're an idiot.
Got home, gone, where's the car? Oh.
Can I talk about the most stressful time when I had to go into London to a meeting?
Nope.
Have I done that before?
No.
So
go on.
I had to get the train into London. Really important meeting with my publisher.
No, but you know. Oh yeah, go on. You're going in.
Really important meeting with my publisher. Okay.
Yeah.
Super important.
Yeah.
Get on the train in Bury St Edmunds.
Yeah.
And they say, eventually, we're sorry, but this train is not running. So basically, I needed to go on the other platform and go to Ipswich instead.
Man,
okay, so
stressful.
fine. Get off the train, walk round, get on the other train, and again after 20 minutes, we're sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this train is also not going anywhere today. So I can't get there. I team up with 4 strangers. Right? And we say, do you know what? Well, let's all band together. We're going to get a cab to Cambridge.
As a team.
We get in a taxi. All right?
Yeah.
We're all squeezed in. 3 of us along the back.
Right.
Okay. One in the front.
Was there any thigh touching?
Some.
Okay.
But there always is when I'm involved. You know that. I can't help myself. I've got busy hands. So we're all in the cab. Okay?
Yeah.
Go to Cambridge. And I'm thinking, oh, no, this is... And then get into Cambridge. The cab crashes into the car in front of us.
That's a stressful day right there.
And the thing is that we're all in a rush now. We all need to get to London. That we didn't have time to be injured. So we basically piled out the car.
Blood pouring out.
Blood pouring out, limping, carrying one of my legs. You know, just going, there's no time. There's no time to be injured. We've got to get a train. Come on, people.
We can do this.
We can do it. And then got the train to London. The story dips from that point onwards. But that was a stressy journey.
I've had those
Kirsty.
days. I've had those days.
You haven't had that day.
Not that day. Those similar.
Yeah. Georgia.
What does Georgia say? No,
bless her. Yeah.
I love Georgia.
Talking about stressful moments.
Do you think Georgia will mind if I call her Georgie?
I think she would.
Okay, Georgia.
An amazing ASD/ADHD son at university. Talk about stressful things. With access to $1,500, and he's spent it in 4.5 weeks. His grant for the year gone. Oh, she says stress. Yeah. So what do? I eat my fingers till they bleed. Oh, she bites her nails.
Oh,
better than getting pissed. I don't know if she means angry there or getting drunk. Better than getting pissed, but means I cannot touch or grab anything, including his neck. That's my fingers. So excuse me, I still have a little finger intact. Oh, and my car died 4 weeks ago and remains DOA in a garage somewhere. Oh, Georgia, that just sounds horribly stressy. I'm so sorry.
Me, absolutely, because kids. Someone said the other day, and this is something I don't want to feel, but I think we all feel it at times.
Yeah.
You're only as happy as your unhappiest child. And I thought sometimes as mothers, something I don't want to feel, like I say, but sometimes as mothers, you feel that. And that's what Georgie
that would make me pretty miserable.
Is going through right now, you know, like it is, because it's like, you just wanted to make the right decision and he made the wrong decision. And
I know.
You know,
and she's let him go to university. You have to, you know, at some point let the kid go.
And he's got extra needs and all that stuff.
Exactly,
and
exactly.
God love you.
I hope that sorts itself out.
Godspeed, wishing you love, joy, and a peaceful child and all that.
Yeah, and a peaceful child.
He's peaceful.
Okay, you said that as if it was the baby Jesus.
And he stopped spending money.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Just tell him to eat pot noodles.
I hope he had fun with the money.
Yeah.
At least.
Maybe not too much fun, because...
Yeah, well,
but you know,
okay,
good.
Okay.
We wish you love.
Yeah, lots of love.
Stress. Do it or don't.
Beautiful.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Right, beautiful. So we're in Overheard Corner. I've got quite a few
Overheard Corner. I'm just doing a jingle.
I like it. That's a good one. I like it. Well done. I mean, my face didn't show.
I think it'd be better with a harmony.
Okay, go on then.
Hang on. So if it went up to Overheard Corner, and then I'll put the two together, be brilliant.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll do a low one.
Okay.
Overheard Corner.
I like the low one the best.
I'm going to put them all together. It's going to be awesome.
Does that... They'll go in the same time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's going to work.
Try it. Suck it and see. Do it or don't.
Don't say suck it and see.
Suck it and see.
Overheard Corner.
I'm in Iceland because I love it. I didn't wee myself this time.
Hey.
I know. Woohoo. Triumph. There was a woman there and she went, oh my God, my dog nearly died the other day because he ate my ADHD medicine. Yeah, and I just thought, that's what you get when you don't concentrate.
Oh, no.
Did you get that?
Oh, yeah, well done.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah,
that was a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that was a real thing.
That was a real thing. I got that.
Really,
yeah.
And I just thought, oh, no, but that was that. There we go. That was my Overheard Corner.
I like that. I haven't got anywhere to go with it. I think.
know. No, what? I think it speaks for itself. I think it's a solid, full, boom statement. Drop the mic.
I'm going to think on it. That's a noodle scratcher. I'm going to think about
we can see if we can bring stuff to the party with that next week.
Well, I was at I was on a writing retreat on my own, wasn't I? And it was a place where there's a lot of business people, Kirst.
Business people.
People I don't understand.
No,
important business suited people with laptops
who are
having meetings while I'm writing away.
Yeah, were they doing presentations?
No, they were chatting about presentations.
Wearing ties?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of ties.
I see those people.
I mean, they didn't wear more than one at once. That'd be weird.
Oh yeah.
So it was just an onslaught. Mm-hmm. Kirsten, onslaught of business jargon. Right? Including.
Do you ever just say slaught?
Onslaught.
But is the word slaught?
No, it's onslaught.
Has to be on a slaught.
Yes, it's an onslaught.
Is there an offslaught? Come on.
Maybe.
Bring on the onslaught.
It was incessant jargon. So I'm getting this all the time, next to me, the table next to me, from various different meetings. Top level messaging, ownership of team decisions, driving force of communication. What do these things mean? Strategically levelling up. Sustainable resource management. Ecosystem policy building. Right, and then one guy went...
Yes, sir.
One guy said marketing tool about 67 times in a 5-minute meeting. And I think by the end of that, it was very, very clear who the biggest marketing tool in this room was. That's a joke.
Yeah.
But business jargon, don't stand it.
No.
Ownership of team decisions.
I mean, that's like...
Top level messaging.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
What are you talking about?
Top level... I mean, I'm messaging you at the highest level.
You do, the very highest.
Yeah.
You are a driving force of communication, Kirsty. That's what you are.
That's what I aim to be every day.
With a whole central framework of priorities and policies.
I mean, it's clearly coming out of my jargon.
Yeah, I've got a hell of a central framework.
Haven't I?
Are we going to do lovely?
I've got a lovely hole. A whole lot of lovely. Can you sing that? Lovely hole.
No, I don't want to get involved in it. It doesn't work.
Sing it.
So do it in a slightly jazzy voice.
Jazzy.
Lovely hole is a whole lot of lovely.
I love that.
Was that all right?
Dolly got excited by that. Dolly the dog
started licking me again.
Yeah, she loved that. She loved. No, that's beautiful. A whole lot of lovely. I've had so many, but one of them was I'm on the train with my daughter. Yeah, and she's in a little carriage by herself, and she just took her headphones off because she wanted to listen to some music. Someone got in the carriage, and I just said to the woman, "Listen, my daughter wants to listen to that without headphones on. It's probably really irritating. If you wanted to put headphones on, would you tell me, and we'll sort it out." And she went, "No." She said, "I'm loving listening to her playing and singing." Aww. And I just thought, that right there, like you just got a kid who you don't want to annoy someone's journey. Yeah. But so I just wanted to clarify that she was okay to tell her to shut up. Yeah. The woman really encouraged her to play. And we don't encourage kids to play that much. You know what I mean? And I thought that was a nice thing.
That is a nice thing.
It was a nice thing. And I've just had there's been a whole bound of kindness going on as people are good in this world, let me tell you. They are good.
My lovely Hulk. Firstly, I was going to talk about your Auntie Linda.
Oh.
Who is fast becoming one of my favourite humans, even though I've never met her.
She is a beautiful person.
She's definitely my favourite person in your family. Oh. No, she said some nice things to us.
She did.
She sent us a lovely message.
Auntie Linda.
I won't read out, but it was very, very lovely.
Auntie
And she
Linda.
said we made a good pair. We made a good...
Our chemistry was good.
Yeah.
We made good chemistry.
Yeah. Slightly explosive.
We're always in the lab.
No, that was lovely. And also, I'm going to mention it. I'm sorry.
Are you? I
met my puppy this week. I'm getting a puppy, and that's got to go in my lovely hole, all right? And you don't like me talking about the puppy. Firstly, because you're jealous of the puppy.
I'm not jealous of the puppy.
You said you were jealous of the puppy.
Because you love the puppy more than me. But that makes me sound really pathetic. So Yeah.
And also, you didn't want me to in any way call myself what I'm just about to call myself. So yeah, I've got a fur baby.
Yeah. No.
I am a doggy mom.
No.
Now.
Yeah. I mean, I love my dog as one of my children, but I just don't refer to her like that.
Well, hang on a minute. Are you saying I can't breastfeed her? I'll never love the puppy more than you. Okay.
Good.
But I will stroke it more than you.
Oh.
More. I'll keep stroking you as well.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Okay, I'm going to come on. So, I think that's it. I think that's it.
Thank you for telling me you were going to come in and say that.
Yeah.
I would have heard that before.
But I was being professional. I was trying to help. All right? I was trying to help.
I'm going to wrap it up now.
Ah.
People, you...
No, because that's why. That's why I did it, because I wanted to do it. And you see, you got me there.
You butters.
You sucker punched me, so I moved away from the mic, and then you went, people, I'm going to wrap this up now. No.
You butters.
No, shut up.
Have been a joy and a pleasure. A joy and a pleasure. As always, we wish you love. Take care. We'll see you next week. Stress. Let it go. We love you. What do you want to say?
Well, you were just wrapping up on your own.
Oh, you said rap. You rap then.
Have a wonderful week, everyone. I love you very, very much and miss you already. And
I feel like they're
next
part
week
of our
I think
family.
will be good.
It will be. This week's
I think
been
it'll be
good.
better.
What do you think so? Yeah.
I've got a cold. It's not been.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, every week's just under par.
Yeah.
So, maybe...
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we'll be on par.
Maybe. Who knows?
Have a good week.
That's it. Oh, subscribe. Love us.
Subscribe.
Do that.
Twit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love ya.
Love you. Bye. Bye.
If you've enjoyed this week's Don't Laugh But and you'd like to hear more, then maybe start questioning your life decisions.